Howdy, howdy. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit on my end. Whoa, louder. I think that's fine. I have a hard time telling how much the loudness is affected by me turning down the volume on my end. But yeah. Anyway, I'm sick today. I was hoping I'd get better, because other people here are sick. And I haven't had any, like, extreme symptoms, but it got kind of worse today, so. And I found out I couldn't change my affiliate thing today, the day of. It was all locked out, so I was like, okay, I might as well stream. Initially, I was not going to stream, but hey, here I am. Slightly different time, 2:30 my time, and my plan is to change it for it to be an hour earlier, but I thought that would be too much of a change all of a sudden today. But possibly for Wednesday stream, it'll be an hour early. Changing the schedule a little bit. Happy anniversary, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I can't believe, yeah, it's been a year. Wow. There's like way too many anniversaries that I have. I'm like, I got the anniversary for the affiliate. When I first started streaming. Oh, my eye glitched really weirdly there. 39%? That's pretty good. I mean, better than my 10%. Which is a little happy anniversary thing showing up in chat. I thought I'd see it on my end, but my chat has been kind of broken for a good grip. Like, where it has like that little party hat thing. You saw it? Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I don't know how long today's stream is gonna be. Like I said, low energy, kind of sick. I don't have too much to talk about, but it'll be cool to chill. It's been a while since I've done a just chatting stream, so I feel a little bit rusty. I don't know if I'll draw. We'll see. But yeah. What is it? Whole year. November. Can't believe it's already the 10th. How's y'all's November going so far? Oh, I didn't realize that Seribot would give you advice. Stretch, move around a bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see, have I been up to anything? I've mostly been like kind of in bed rest. Not really. That is a bunch of commands. Oh, you found out yesterday. Have you had Seribot in your chat before? Oh, there's vocals in this song. I went and downloaded a playlist by Chill Hop, hoping to add a little bit more songs. This playlist is only like an hour long, so I'll have to probably go back to my old playlist. A channel you follow was testing it. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, they do have all the lists on their website. I always forget to check and remember. But yeah. I kind of want a autumn background. Like, this is the closest that I have for autumn background. This kind of like yellowish, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Just making more work for myself. Baguette fact. The traditional baguette is protected by law? 1993. Sorry. The French government, my voice is dying, passed the French bread law, a rule that establishes how to make traditional baguette to protect it from other industrial breads. Interesting. So like an industrial bread would be like Wonder Bread white bread? I suspect. Hello, Zachary. I guess. Is there more than one baguette fact? Wait, I'm gonna give it a try. If I could copy paste this. Okay, there's more than one baguette fact. A scheme called Baguette Suspendu. I don't know if I said that right. Sees clients able to buy 2 baguettes and leave one at the baker's to be given to someone else, someone in need. Oh, that's cool. 4% opossum, 28% shark. Ooh, low possum, low shark day. Dang. Shark fact? Whoa, whoa, how many facts do they have? Is it just random facts everywhere? The Greenland shark lives in the Arctic Ocean and moves so slowly it's sometimes called a sleeper shark. It feeds on seals, fish, even polar bear carcasses that fall through the ice. What? Oh, I want a picture. Greenland shark. Oh, there is a list. Okay, sadly no possum. Well, hey, at least we have the sharks. Okay. Greenland shark. Okay, I suspected it looked like this. It looks very, stone-like. It looks so wrong. There's a picture of it just with a seal in its mouth, and the seal looks very phallic. Let me see. Cat pic. I'm gonna hover. Oh, it doesn't show me it. Let's see if I can paste it over here. Did it paste? Wait, no. Undo that. Create new from clipboard. If I can pull it up here. I have to move around a bit. Oh, I'm right in front of it. Let me see if I can move it. Oh, it's locked. What the heck? There we go. That's what it looks like. It does look like a stone. Yeah, there's so many shark varieties. It's just like the traditional shark is like the great white. Like mako sharks are very popular. Same thing with tiger sharks. There's some funky weirdos there. And I say weirdo positively. Alright. Good camouflage, right? Its eyes look kind of funny. They're like deep water ones, I suppose. Well, I feel like the more you are involved in the dark, the wilder your eyes get. I remember as a kid learning about Mexican blind fish. They're like related to piranhas, I think. And they just live in caves and they never look at light. And so as a result, they eventually, like, skin just started forming over their eyes because they don't need them. Wild. Evolution, science, wild animal facts. All very fascinating. I want to check out another shark fact. Thank you for showing me this feature. Sharks represent one of the evolution's greatest success stories, having perfected their design over hundreds of millions of years. They are living proof that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. Well, yeah. That makes sense, because I feel like sharks, I mean, fish in general, they didn't go onto land. They didn't do the evolution thing, so they just evolved in the water. Had that extra time, you know? I'm just making stuff up. Anything new with y'all? Have a good weekend? Like I said, my weekend was pretty boring. I mean, don't get it wrong. Hanging out, chilling. It's good. It's good. Trying to not be more sick. Let's see. Got hooked into a game? Do tell. Which one? I need to play more games. Yeah, because I've just only been playing games on stream, so that's like once a week. Labyrinth of the Demon King. Alright, I'll look that up. Oh, the art's like very old school. When did this come out? Oh, it came out this year. It has a very retro aesthetics. Let me see. I don't know if it's gonna start playing the trailer. Horror game set in feudal Japan. Ooh, it does look spooky. Are there actually labyrinths in it? Let me see. Similar to survival horror titles. As someone who hasn't played many horror games, No real lab. 0 out of 10. It's a little disappointing, not gonna lie. Because I was like, how puzzle-based are horror games? Or is it just like chance? Because like, was it FNAF? It was like a weird combo that you had to figure out. I don't know. Or it's like, I feel like some other horror games, it's like kind of like a walking simulator, but except you try. What was jazzy? Very jazzy music. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted by the music. I feel like it you get jump scared, you know? You're like trying to avoid getting jump scared. I think those got popular after PT. Oh, wait, remind me or tell me what the acronym is. Walking sim. Oh, PT was a playable teaser for Silent Hill. Oh, okay. How long are the Silent Hill games? I feel like I just need to play one just for the sake of it. Oh, my heater's on. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm gonna go turn the heater off. Let me move my avatar so it doesn't look too wild. Actually, I'll just hide them. My heater's so loud, so when it turns on, I'm like, I can't hear anything. But the last one was good. Oh yeah, there's like the... Wait, was it a remake? I don't remember. Alright, I'm gonna do one more shark fact. Just because. Silent Hill F? Oh yeah, it is called F. FA. Okay, no, it wasn't a remake. Self-contained story. It was $70 still. I mean, okay, yeah, I guess it got released this year. During the 60s? Yeah. That could be actually kind of a vibe, not gonna lie. Like, yeah. Like, old school Japan, especially like in the city, is very interesting. Very spooky out in the country. The leopard shark gets its name for dark spots and burrows across its body. Popular species for public aquariums because it adapts well to captivity. Oh, okay. Cool texture too, though. Let me bring up the leopard shark. We've heard of the tiger shark. What about the leopard shark? Oh, it's this guy. What is this? Like that kelp? What should I call it? Kelp aquarium? Ooh, oh, this is a really high res. Alright, let's try this again. This guy. Okay. Oh, I really want to draw a kelp scene. I'll put that as a reminder for myself. Kelp. Dad joke. Went to the zoo the other day. There was only one dog in it. It was a shih tzu. Wait. Amazing. Alright. I think we'll switch over to picture mode, I guess. Which will just be my Clip Studio one. I'll get rid of this. Over here. Become smaller. So yeah, part of my goal was to look at old art today. Just because I realized I haven't really done that on stream. With the exception... Yeah, no, I don't really look at old art unless like something in particular reminds me of something. Because when I deleted my Instagram account, I did make a video, but that was a live stream because it was a little bit too sketchy to do. I felt like there might have been some self-doxing there since I was logged into my account. I didn't want there to be like random information there. But yeah, let me switch the category to art. Oh. In the meantime, look at this beautiful leopard shark. I hope I feel better by this Wednesday. But that feels like 50-50. I thought I'd feel better today, but I didn't. Let's start with the... It's not really a furry picture. Is it this one? Yeah. I think I painted this in Paint Tool Sci. So I've gone through quite a bit of art programs. Let me see. Paint Tool Sci. I think Photoshop. Photoshop was my first one. Then Paint Tool Sci, which was like night and day. I was like, wow, a program that's actually made for drawing. Amazing. And then tried Procreate. I feel like I would have stuck with Procreate if they had a desktop version, but then switched over to Clip Studio because their desktop version was better and it had more features than Paint Tool Sci. So, yep. I really like the watery brush. Like you can see, just like, it blended a lot. And I like that. It looks a little bit messy to me now. That was like, I don't know, 9 years ago. I felt pretty proud of this picture. Or like some of my first animal art. I was like, wait, I have an awful first rendition. I showed this a while back. No, I showed this on a YouTube clip. But I think I lost it again. When I was trying to figure out a fursona. I was initially gonna be a bat. This time... It would have been earlier. Yeah, the change from drawing humans to furries was a little tricky. I thought it was gonna be easy, but it took a little bit more effort than I anticipated. It's the muzzles and the fact that they're just like different. This guy, so scrunkly. the eyes with the tongue. And piercings. Oh right, I did have piercings way back when. I don't have piercings anymore. Can't believe I forgot that. Howdy, Lutravir. Welcome. Looking at my first attempt at making a fursona, which was gonna be a bat. I kinda wanna bring them back, but better. My lines were... I was so lazy with my lines. I did not want to close them ever. I was like, we're sketching and then we're painting. That's why I just did painting instead of line art back in the day. Wow. Alternate universe where I was a bat. How would you hold things? How would hold things? Yeah, right? Yeah, no, there are no hands here. You just kind of have to scoop things with your wings. Possums are wingless bats. I've heard rats are wingless bats. Though a possum with wings is kind of cute. Because they're not very small either, so they'd just be like honking things flying. I feel like I have one more better picture that I tried to do of this fella. Let me see. I don't know why I didn't prepare this better, but... Let's see. This is like lost forever. Ooh, there's more talking in this one. Usually I try to vet all my songs to make sure there's not talking in them because I find it very distracting, but we're kind of going by ear today. That long ago? Shoot, what if I can't find it? Maybe it is lost forever. Oh well. Well dang. The better version is gone. Wait, if rats are wingless bats, and pigeons are winged rats, doesn't that make pigeons bats? Yeah, pigeons is bats. We're all bats in the end. Instead of like return to crab, return to bat. So yeah. First, persona. What do we have here? Alright. This, oh yeah, I forgot it. This is an adopt. This is like the first thing I adopted ever. Oh, this picture, right. This was some gift art, fan art for an artist I really liked. They have a different name now. That read like a poem. It really did. It felt like very Dr. Seuss-y. Thank you for bats in the coat. It was beautiful. I remember I like used my own hoodie as a reference for this one. This one I think was made in Photoshop. It's a little, there was like a smear effect that I used a lot. Where there's a tendency among carnivore mammals to turn into weasels. Oh yeah. The weasels was the other thing. That's right. Yeah, it's either weasel or crab. I guess opossum is closer to weasel than crab, right? What would a pigeon be? Would it be crab or would it be weasel? Return to snake. Return to fuzzy snake. Oh god, that sounds like a euphemism. What else do we have here? Oh, okay. I like this drawing, but I don't think I'm gonna remake it. There's so much I know I could fix, but I don't know. I feel like it's one of those that it's like, it's not worth remaking. So weasels are the ideal land form, and crabs are the ideal wet form. What is the ideal sky form? Oh, I guess we'll go with bats then, right? Not sure. Bats. A tendency. Oh, hello! Welcome, raiders! How are y'all doing? I'm spicy. I'm just talking about old art. Thank you. What were y'all up to? Also, if y'all ever need to do the streamer or viewer post self-care, please do that. Otherwise, yeah, we're just vibing. I'm a little sick, so very low energy today. Thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, we got a shout out. Yeah, we're just like looking at old art. When did I make this? 2018? I was pretty proud of it, not gonna lie. The perspective work. Struggling through art. Gotta lurk though? Yeah. Thank you so much for the raid. And take care. I feel like, yeah, my autumn tendencies have started around this time. Pretty proud of how that mushroom looks, not gonna lie. Nice looking mushroom, if I do say so myself. The legs are a little wonky. I was still trying to figure out how to do digigrade legs. I don't know why I torture myself. Digigrade legs are hard. It's a very nice mushroom, I gotta say. Thank you. I think I took a photo of a mushroom and I was like, yes, reference. Why we like references. Yeah, this is Nina, my first opossum character. Kind of like the opposite of me. Has red pupils instead of red sclera. And has like the more traditional opossum colors. And then this is Soren, who I don't draw as much, but they're like a white Samoyed German Shepherd hybrid. Yeah, I think proportionate. This is the most wonky over here. I don't know, maybe I do want to I don't know if I want to redraw it. Sometimes redraws are nice, sometimes I don't know. I'll do what I want to do, I guess. Overthink everything. What's over here? Oh, we got the fish. Right. We'll get rid of the fish. Fish was good though. The shark, that is. About the old fursona. Fursona. What else do we have? Looking through the old archive. I think these were the first opossums I've ever drawn. It was in my sketchbook. I did it with Copic markers. I just thought the reference photo for this one looked hilarious. It looked very smug. I kind of miss drawing in Copics. They're just really stinky. I wish if they didn't smell so intensely, I would probably use them more. But also the fact that there's very few sketchbooks that don't have the markers bleed over. And I really like using all the pages of the sketchbook, but maybe I should just get over it and just like open the window. Yeah, it's a little bit cold, but and then use those markers. This was a rat adopt? I have not drawn them in years. Wait, what's it? No, this was not a rat adopt. This was a gift art. I don't know for who. I already forgot. These were my Fur Affinity days. I keep wondering if going back to Fur Affinity is worth it. This was my first commission. Someone was like being very chill. Like on their page, they were like, "Hey, if you want me to commission you, just contact me, and I'll probably commission you." And so I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot." I don't think I've ever gotten commissions before that, so yeah, furries more generous with their their commissioning, and I think part of it is just because anime art, not a lot of people have OCs, whereas more furries have OCs. Right, and I'm still trying to figure out my persona because we trashed the bat concept. So then I went with penguin. Let me delete some of these. Hold on, because they get really crowded here otherwise. I kind of think this is not so bad. I think I did this one in Photoshop again. I kind of got that smearing texture again. It looks very oily, if that makes sense. I don't miss it. Hey, Shy Hermit Crab. Thank you. Yeah, I was just like going through old art. I don't know, I kind of want to bring them back. I think I redesigned them a couple years ago, but I didn't like the redesign. And then this was from my sketchbook. I don't know, I was really into gas masks. That was like my thing. I don't know why. Gas masks. I think this was around the time that I really wanted to play Stalker, but I was awful at it. So that didn't last very long. I was like, well, I can draw it at least. I did play Metro... Crap, what was the year? I think it was Metro Last Light. I enjoyed it, but it was a little bit linear. But it was really pretty. I was trying to do like 100% stealth run through, and then there was a point where I got stuck. Like bug-wise, I got stuck, and so I was like, I didn't touch the game ever since. I'm like, I'm not gonna kill somebody and ruin my score. Silly things, silly things. And this is the character Soren again. Oh yeah, you can tell this one's also Photoshop. So wispy. Was that possible? Yeah. Let me check. Because it was like after I played Dishonored, where they did... Maybe it wasn't stealth. Maybe it was no kill. Maybe it was all non-lethal kills. Let me see. Metro Last Light. Is it stealth? No, maybe it was non-lethal kills. No kill achievement. That's what it was. Okay, yeah, because it was like Dishonored in that case. It was really hard to get the no kill achievement in Dishonored as well, because at the very beginning, when you're trying to escape, sometimes a guy gets hit by something and gets thrown off the building and into the water and he dies. And I'm like, I didn't kill you, gravity did, but yeah. So that was really frustrating, having to redo that mission over and over again. So I was like, whatever. I have my one guy who died. I feel like ever since then my style kept changing. I saw someone play no kills, no powers, no detection. Yeah, I really like the power aspect. This is still Dishonored, right? But yeah, I feel like it'd be tricky to do it without powers, but yeah. I mean, I'm not a capital G gamer, so I'm like, yeah, no detection, no powers, no kills. Nah, that's too much for me, but that's pretty cool. Need to drink some water. Hydrate. I've been like messing around with the idea of getting a 3D model. Not like commissioning one, but you know, like buying a model and then just like recoloring it. Especially after I saw Meowstachio do it. I was like, maybe. But I'm trying to think about the benefits of having a 3D model versus a 2D VTuber. I don't know. We'll see. Because I just find a really cute, awesome model. And like, it's a little bit pricey, but in the grand scheme of things, it's actually not that expensive. Like 40 USD. Because if they just like let you do whatever you want with it, I mean, it's better than paying, I don't know. I feel like it'd be really, really, like, several times more expensive if you get a custom one. But yeah, this is my dog that I drew a lot. And like I said, my style kept changing. I was like, let's go with realism. And then I would like go into the watercolor and I'm like, let's do some inky watercolor stuff. I made the snouts really long back in the day. The snouts have been shortened. They got the anime girl thing going on. Wait a second. What happens if I do this? Yeah. More accurate to how I draw these days. Small snout, bigger snout. Alright, get rid of some of these. Happy New Year! Oh god, it's almost New Year's. 2026 is upon us. Here's that cat character again. I was really proud of how this turned out, but it did not perform very well. But I'm like, whatever. It's one of those incidents where you're like, does it matter whether it performs well? Should that impact on how much I like it? Nah, I still really like it. I really like the lighting in this, if I do say so myself. Yeah, no, I do think this was paint tool side. It's very liquidy. The grass is looking a little bit oily, but I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do like kind of painterly semi-realism. This was an opossum adopt that I did ages ago too. I still have them, I just keep forgetting to draw them. Their colors are really nice, now that I think about it. Pink and green. Wait a second. Make sure. I like this one. This is like my really sketchy thing. Self-portrait. Different time. Pre-possum time. And I really like this one. I actually made this a sticker for a good grip. I don't know, I kind of want to tidy it up and... can't really make more stickers, but I don't know, maybe make it a print on demand sort of thing. Yeah, Yeah, because during this time, this was like 2016, opossums weren't very popular. It's so weird that there was like an opossum boom. And then suddenly it was cool to like opossums. You disconnected? Hmm. It looks like we're still here. Glad to be back to possums. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, I did not anticipate there to be a sudden possum boom. I think it was the memes, like all the like nihilistic opossum memes that were popping up. I think that's what probably made them super popular. Whoever's responsible for that, nicely done. The opossum propaganda, it flourished. I think I've shown this one on the Instagram video, but I should finish it. I think it's cute. The idea of having a snake in a hoodie. And I don't draw snakes enough, so maybe that too. I'm gonna make another marker so I remember. Snake. I was pretty proud of this one. Fuck corporate greed. It was, times. It's timeless. No. But yeah. I made a remake. Wait. Let me bring up a different file. Very different style. Made that like 2 years ago, I think. Let me check. Bird corpo shit. I kind of wanted to make this into a t-shirt, but then I was like, I feel like there's no ethical way that I could make it. Because t-shirts come from, like a lot of like exploited third world countries. So I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just feeding into it. Like I am with all my other stuff, technically. Like, because I did other shirts. But I was like, with this message, I don't know. Just kind of a little bit too ironic and not in a good way. This is 2023. Okay, that's when I did this one. Very different style. I did learn screen printing. It's just well, we don't have like a studio that I can go to, and if I tried to source it from my place, number one, we don't have the space. There was a time where I was trying to make the bathroom the, what do you call it? Not the red room, dark room? And like it worked, it was just so inconvenient, like cause you still need to go use the bathroom for other things. And it just made a mess and everything, so yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, props to the people who can do screen printing, but in my current living situation, it's not a very realistic thing. I can pay others to do it. But no, I was talking about sourcing the t-shirts. Like, yeah, I could buy like a fair trade shirt, but then it'd have to be very expensive. And shirts are not the most lucrative thing if you don't have a huge like audience that already likes buying your shirts as is, because you have to like house a bunch of different sizes. So that was it. It wasn't so much the screen printing, because I could easily contact a local screen printer and they wouldn't be a corpo necessarily. Yeah, it was mostly sourcing the shirts. I used to do a lot of free art, now that I think about it. This was a freebie. I don't remember. I think their character's name was Valentine. This one was definitely done in 8-tool Sci. Got the a very painterly look. Cool character. Like the colors. Yeah, because at first I was like trying to offer freebies to get used to drawing other people's characters at like their request. If I had more time and like I didn't have good old wrist injuries, I would totally do more freebie art. It's pretty fun. It's a good way to get out of the comfort zone. Got a dog. Wait, let me exit out of some of these. This is based off of Shiba. Got a freebie? Oh yeah. Doing the raffles. Yeah, I would have done a raffle today, but I was like, oh, the energy levels are so low. But probably a different stream. But yeah, no, this doggo, I think it was based on a photo of a dog wearing like some sort of a like kimono thing, but then I decided to base it specifically on a festival that I went to. That's the garb with the little headband. I thought it was pretty cute. This actually sold pretty well. I used to sell it as prints and a sticker. I think I might still have some in stock. I can't remember. Maybe not. No, I think I ran out of them eventually. Maybe. I don't know if I published this one. No, I did. Also super long snout. Big Snoop. I think this one was... Drawn and Procreate? It was like the snow... Whoa. Come back here. No shoes in the snow. Well, people rarely put shoes on dogs. Don't get wrong. Some people do give them shoes. They got the equipment for it. I feel like possums don't, because they don't have any fur on their feet. It's like all skin. But the dog critters, they're all right. They got the pads. I mean, they're like evolved from wolves, so they're fine in the snow. Although putting little booties on them would be hilarious. Okay, I need to drink some more water. I think during my break I might have to make some tea because I'm like, ugh, my voice. But yeah, no, it's like this the snow brush. I'm pretty sure it was a freebie in Procreate. I'm like, should I keep looking at these pictures and I'm like, should I remake it? I don't know. I was pretty proud of this one. I feel like I was starting to get my groove. Honey and chamomile tea, trust, yeah. Yeah, I might have to go for that, because we used to have peppermint, and now we're out of peppermint. That would be my go-to. But yeah, actually, the screen recording for this, it was my first screen recording ever, so if you want to see some really old, spicy content, it's one of my first videos on YouTube, ages ago. Old. But yeah, no, I think, yeah, this one was definitely made in Paint Tool Sai, once again. I really like this brush, and then, I think I lost it, or like the specific settings, because I haven't been able to find a brush quite like it. But yeah, I don't know. I think this was the start of me making like little domestic scenes. So like a little kitchen scene. I think that's kind of what inspired me to do that pizza drawing I did last year. Let me see if I can find that. I'm like, there's so many art files. This one. I streamed this last year. Yeah, I think, yeah, I was like, I want to do something similar to it. Kind of similar colors. Yeah, these are my two different opossum characters, still before Spicy existed. They like me for real. I will wait for the pizza. Everyone was joking because I did the circle of the pizza, but I didn't color it, so it was just like a dark circle void, and everyone was like, ah, void pizza. It's like its alternate title, void pizza. think according to this, I finished this last December, so almost a year old. But yeah, no, I definitely sit in front of the oven and just like check it constantly. It's something to do, I guess. You know? I keep meaning to make a food channel in the Discord because I'm like, I don't know, share cool recipes, share things you made. I don't know. I like food. Food is good. I should. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. Because knowing me, I'm gonna exit stream and I'm gonna forget about it forever. Let me see. Food posting. Just all caps food. No. Food. Food channel for recipes and little stuff you made. There we go. It has started. The pizza with the void toppings. Yeah, void toppings, that's what it... Marsupial meals? Oh shit. That's genius. Let me... Let me go back and rename it. Marsupial meals. 98%? Nicely done. Got the cheering. We got the crowns. Marsupial meals. Let me see if I know how to spell marsupial. Oh, I pluraled it. I'm coming for that throne. I'll put it above book club. Thank you for the idea. 76. Let me see if I don't know, because sometimes if I do it later... 82? Yeah. This is a random calculator. It's like low, 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 low. Okay, higher, higher, higher. Dang. I wish I could find a better random number generator, but I don't know how to hook it up to like something like Stream Elements. Does anybody use StreamerBot? I've been like debating about getting into it, but it looks a little bit... There's like a lot. There's a lot in it. I ain't no coder. This is one I actually kind of want to remake. It's the emo goth kids. I think I made this before. I know all the dates are weird. You can check and give it a try. All right. They is cute. Thank you. I made this like on Valentine's Day. Oh no, I guess I posted it on Valentine's Day. That was like platonic friendship. This is another Copic drawing. I actually really like how this one turned out. Make more Copic wolf things. Very nice, thank you. This is another one around the same era. The Shiba is missing a cheek though. Cheek. Makes the eye drag a bit. Right, I was trying to find another person, right, because I still didn't have spicy. And for a while I was like, what if I make a Shiba Sona, hence the glasses. Shiba Sona has been put on hold indefinitely. Would have been cute. Oh, my face glitched like that. I just had to lean a lot. Let me exit out of these. More Shiba. This is another piece that I really liked, but like kind of performed mid online. No matter where I posted it. I can see some wonkiness in it, but I'm really happy with the background. Painting this took forever, but I like how it turned out, but also it was very tedious. I don't know why I do this to myself. Okay, I think this, and when I drew the tulips, was that last year? Those are probably the most tedious pieces that I've had to, that I've done. I didn't have to do it. I did it to myself. All these tulips. It was like, I had a hard time, like, because I was like, obviously I'm not going to render everything like this all the way to the back. But I had to figure out a way to, like, make it look simplified, but also not look too jarring. It was a lot. It was a lot. I thought about just getting a brush and just stamping everything, but it looked way too fake. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the gift sub. Really appreciate it. Whoa, whoa. Hello, hello, raiders. It smells spicy in here. Welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing? What were y'all up to? Also, if you gotta raid and run, no worries. I totally understand the post-stream self-care. Thank you so much. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Forgot to copy the whole message. Wait, just part of the message? It was an amazing raid message. Thank you so much. Can't believe it's been a year. Yeah, I don't know if y'all were doing art, but art tax is totally an option. Have the raid and run. Want to wish you a happy university. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. We got the shout out. Check out Ghost's Raccoon. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, just just looking at, I was gonna say old art, I was just comparing and contrasting. I made this one last year, but I made this one several years ago, and I was talking about how I would like tediously work on little foliage pieces. Alright, what do we have? What's next? I forgot about this character. I don't draw dragons. This was a dragon I adopted. I need to draw them again. I feel like dragons are pretty cool because there's so much design variety you can do, because there's so many dragon designs that exist. Like, you got the traditional ones, you got like the noodly ones. Anybody have a dragon Sona or a dragon character? I need to drink some water. Wyverns, yeah. I don't think this dragon had wings, so that's why I just like, I was like, they're standing in front of one of those like Instagram things where it's just chalk on the wall, and those are the wings. I think that was the idea. I actually really like this color scheme. I haven't really messed with a color scheme this bright ever again. Whoa, whoa. Wait, what happened here? Wait, why did it glitch like that? Stream elements? Oh. Oh, command show. Oh, I see. Okay, checking something. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I didn't see the command at first. Yeah, I'm still like, is the mythical 0%? Just do -1. I don't even know if the random number generator can do -1. Yeah, dragons. Exit out of these ones. Not sure if you can nudge the number certain values. Right. Oh Oh, this was a raffle art. I used to do a lot of raffle art on, Twitter days. Oh, so different. Yeah, yeah, because I really struggled with getting an audience just on social media because I wasn't doing any videos, I wasn't doing any streaming, so I did a lot of raffles. I thought this character's shirt was amazing. The uwu. Can increase the lowest though? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I think I used a brush for these stars. There's no way I individually made dots for each of these. I kind of like this one. It's like a vibe. I do like doing night pieces, but then when like I put all the art together, it just looks really dark and kind of depressing. I don't know. I am definitely a possum of the night. Oh, thank you so much. First one, yeah. Is wild. I can't believe it's been a whole year. Yeah. I really appreciate y'all. It's been a good whole year. I think, yeah, this was another raffle winner. I think it was from the same raffle bit. Because I think I put like a full illustration and like a bust drawing. This was the full illustration. It always feels like just yesterday and also forever ago at the same time. True, true. Yeah, I'm like trying to think of like ways that could... Yeah, no. Happy birthday. Feels like it. The Twitch birthday. This one, I had a hard time, because I was like, you want any plants in your illustration? And they're like, no plants. And I was like, oh, how do I fill the space if not with plants? We got like a GameCube over here, some books, some keys, paper and crumpled up paper. Well, they wanted this, I don't know if it's like an album or something. I didn't want to completely copy it because, you know, copyright stuff. But I think it's like music. Like a music poster. But yeah, no, they're both possums and I was like, hey, that's cool. Get to draw possum pics. I don't really do couple drawings, not because like I don't want to. Oh, thank you for the follow. Like I actually do want to do more couple pics. I just like I'm really bad at like coming up with them on my own. So I was like, I would like more people to commission me couple drawings. Oh yeah, I should I was like, yeah, commissions. I was like, if any mod would so kindly pin that because I can't pin things anymore. Yeah. Good old drawing other people. I've lost count how much art I've made for other people, both paid and freebies. Let's see, oh yeah. I was gonna try to make a whole illustration with all my characters. I only got up to 4. And then I was like, I give up. I'm tired. Thank you so much. And I think this is when I finally started to draw things with lines more, rather than like painterly like this. I sometimes miss this painterly look, but it was also a lot of work. It was a lot of work to clean things up, whereas like with lines, way easier to clean things up. Especially with the paint bucket tool. What do we have here? From left to right, we have Soren, the dog, Nina, the opossum, Riley, the other opossum, and Jesse, the Jersey Devil, the cryptid. You think you can manipulate the percentage in a complicated way? Basically lying. Interesting. Well, if you got any more info, feel free to let me know. Happy birthday! Thank you. Anniversary. I was like, that'd be wild. 2 birthdays in a year? Whoa, time is really going by fast. 67% shark. Also, hello, how are you doing, Toy Girly? Oh, it's 67 and 60% shark in the 60s. 36% shark. Can anybody beat the 98%? Otherwise, Shy Hermit Crab is our possum leader. 52. No challengers yet. Miss fall already? Wait, is it already like winter? For you? Is it snowing? I don't know, it's kind of magical. First snow is always so magical. You return next stream for the crown. Hell yeah. I was like, one day I'll get the crown. Uncrowned. Wait, do I still have my crown I could just like slap on my VTuber? Snow galore? Wow. Okay, let me see if I still have my crown. I mean, snow could be really pretty. But also, yeah, it's like, well, autumn is over. Darn. Like, I have my witch hat, but that doesn't make sense. I forgot to put my witch hat on for Halloween time. Dang. Oh, you really got rid of my crown? I have my birthday hat. That one doesn't make sense. Put on some antlers. Merry Christmas, y'all. This is the wrong time of the year. Oh, we got the ads. Whoops. Alright. Okay. Ad time. Okay. I'll be back. If that snuck up on me. Alright. Okay. Wait, I should get rid of my antlers. That's a little too ridiculous. It's not the time yet. It's not. Put them in the trash. Wait, trash, come back. There we go. Hey, welcome back. Wait, I feel like I missed something. Oh, Ireland and snow do not combine. Do you not get snow up there, or is it just gets really bad? Too cold to dress good? Oh, yeah, 100%. It's really hard to be fashionable. It's hard to be fashionable when it's too hot or too cold, because you got really limited options. Maybe you can set the floor value, let's say 30%, set the values with diminishing returns. That would actually be pretty cool. FNAF cameras. That is a funny way to put it. I haven't gotten snow in 8 years? Oh my god. Climate change indeed. Wow. I'm sorry. That's way too long. Merry Chrysler. Also think Christmas can wait till December. Yeah. I was just looking for my crown, but it's gone. Howdy Meowstachio, how are you doing? Snow was a myth to you. Dang. Is there anywhere nearby? Well, not nearby, but like... I guess, yeah. Ireland doesn't have any mountains, do they? And not like mountain, like volcano mountains, right? I know some people call hills mountains, and as someone who has grown up around volcano mountains, I'm like, those aren't mountains, those are hills. Going to Italy in January? They have volcanoes, right? Does Italy get snow? Northern Italy? Yeah, Northern Italy. I can't even. Snow is a myth to you? Dang. Mariah needs to stop defrosting. Slowly but surely, it's happening. Oh, there will be snow there. Nice. Okay, hey. It's pretty cool. Calling hills mountains are usually just people exaggerating. No, people are like dead ass about it. Well, the mountain. Go up to the mountain. I'm like, that's not a mountain. Stop it. Going skiing. Okay, yeah. That would definitely suck if there wasn't any. Man, I always want to learn how to snowboard. I don't know. I don't know how expensive that would be, because I feel like mountain passes are kind of expensive. I guess like go once, learn once, never return. How much does a snowboard even cost? I can't imagine that would be cheap. It's like skateboarding, but on snow. I don't even know how to skateboard. I tried skiing once. Unfortunately, I'm too pigeon-toed to make it work. But for the short time that I was able to, it was fun. It was really fun. Notice the defrosting of Mariah Carey started earlier while global warming is increasing. Coincidence? Wait, is it all Mariah Carey's fault? I think it's so funny that she's like embraced that. What a good sport. Right. I feel like this was like my magnum opus during this time. And then I think I stopped doing paintings for a good grip. What year was this? 2019? I peaked. I peaked with the peak. This was Bandito's old design before I completely solidified everything, so I was just like, just a jackal. And just zoomed it. I definitely had a reference for this. This was based on a trip Bandito and I went on. So I think it was a mixture of Procreate and Clip Studio. So yeah, references definitely made it easier. It wasn't like trying to make up the light. I don't know if this was a coincidence. I don't know if the person who commissioned me saw this one before. A couple years later, they were like, because this is like a place in Oregon, they were like, I want it too. This is the only time I draw in a cow character as far as I know. Very different now that I used lines instead of the painting. I quickly painted the background, but with the price, I was like, I'm not gonna put as much detail. I don't know how many hours I spent on this. It was a lot. Can learn to do dishes. Need to be done for tasty pasta. Nice, nice. Have a good pasta meal as well. And thank you so much for the lurk. Then this one I didn't have a reference to, so you can kind of see the difference. But I like the colors. I like the colors. This is the same character that I was drawing the other day. Made them shorter. They're very long here. Long torso. Oh, thank you for the follow. I was like, wait a second. Are we gonna get to 300 follows today? Whoa. That'd be pretty wild. But I kind of wanted to like achieve a sort of like anime lighting art sort of thing. Yeah, so you can see this is still new time that I was trying to do line art. This is another one I'm like, maybe I'm gonna redo it. It's a funky angle. It's a hard angle. Oh wait, well we did reach 300. Whoa. Thank you so much. I'm so bad at celebrating. I'm like, yay. No, really. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Do the spinny opossum. Oh, we ran out of music. The playlist has ended. All right, back to my old playlist. Yeah, definitely need to go back to that other playlist and trim out the ones that have singing in it or voices. 300 rodents are at your call. So little possum fact. We're not rodents. We're marsupials. Unless for some reason the fandom. It's more like 300 sharks. I realized I never actually announced the shark spinny. It exists there. I did it on a stream, and then once it finally got approved, I forgot to be like, hey, it's there. 300 sharks. Wait, no, that sounds more menacing. I don't know, maybe we are trying to generate a menacing aura. 57%? Almost half. I'm like wondering if I should do something more than just the crowds. I don't know. The other 43% is shark? Yeah. Wait, let me drink some water. Ugh. I was hoping to make some tea during the break, but I didn't have enough time. How's my day going? It's going well. Yeah, the only negative is being kind of sick. So my voice keeps going in and out, but otherwise things are great. Hanging out, having a good time. Looking at some ancient art. Ancient. But yeah. Hope y'all are doing well. Great, more line art. more liner and starting to try to do cell shading. Should make some tea now if your voice is irritated. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember how long it takes for the water pot to boil. Because it's like a little bit tedious. I did ask Bandito to make me tea, so I wonder. I know they're busy, so yeah, I think I'll wait. And if Bandito doesn't show up in like 15-20 minutes, I'll go out there. Oh, okay. I just got a text from them. Okay, we're good. We're good. Possible Bandito cameo? Possibly. Sometimes they like come in and just like run out super quickly. I remember one time they're just like boom, gone. But yeah. Oh, this wasn't the first time I made an isometric one. This is the second time. The first one was the hedgehog. I didn't even include the hedgehog in here. I didn't think it was furry enough. But I guess this one's not technically isometric. It's not, but I don't know. I guess you call it a room cutout, perhaps. But yeah, this is another character that I made that I like didn't draw ever again. I drew them once last winter. Where did I put him? I think I drew them on stream. Maybe not. My memory's all fuzzy. Some drawings I do remember if I did them on stream or not. Peace. Alright, where... No, that's the wrong year. Gotta go into a different folder. Oh no. I got confused as to where I put all my art. I started going into the like actual Photoshop files. That's not it. Yes, yeah, some of the drawings I'm like, I remember whether I did it on stream or not. Some of the quicker ones I just straight up forget. Unless I did it this year? I'm not saying it. Wait, unless it was... Oh, alright. That one's lost to the time. I sometimes with some of my simpler sketches, I just leave them in the file rather than my all whatchamacallit. This is your YouTube only era? Nah, I was already doing multi-streaming. Let me check out the toy house. Because yeah, sometimes they don't end up... Yeah, if it's a sketch, sometimes it doesn't end up in my all drawings folder. Toy house. Yeah, when was this? Because when I upload to Toy House, it also depends on when I remember. 18th of December, 2000... Oh, 2023. I was in the wrong year. Okay, yeah. Now that would have been. I thought I did this last year for some reason. Oh, this was it. But yeah, now straight up I can't remember if I actually did it on stream or not. Did I move the eyeball? No, it's still on the eye mark is still on the left side. Yeah, it was based on a sketch that I put in the sketchbook. And I was just like, you know what? Clean it up. Do it digitally. But yeah, I do not draw them enough. Apparently you can't do the thing you said because it could hide the real roll. So the best we can do is increase the minimum percent of the command. Also just check the file metadata, like created date. Yeah. I mean, like, it's only gonna be off by, like, 1 or 2 days if I uploaded it to Toy House. So yeah, it was December 2023. And I don't... Yeah, that would have been... I wasn't on Twitch then. Oh, I changed my folders. Go back to the archive. Oh, I showed this one recently. This is the... I don't draw this cat either. How many characters do I have that I don't draw enough? And then, oh, this is my fursuit that I have. I also haven't drawn her in a while. Fursuiting. Sometimes I want to go back to it, and sometimes I'm like, nah. I want to. Because it was like... Taking pictures was always tricky, especially now that I'm like, ooh, I don't want to self-dox. Did the head fall apart? No. What made you say that? I mean, like, self-dox as in, like, locations. Backgrounds. We got tea?
Not yet. Anything. Honey, like...
Oh, just regular honey.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'll be back.
Wish you could fursuit, die of heat stroke. Yeah, I only do partial suiting, and even then it could be a lot. Also no cha-ching, right? Oh, hold on. I need to clear my throat. Oh yeah, Bandito will be back. Yeah, they just wanted to ask about the honey situation. Been a while since I first did it. No, it was just location and things like that. Especially since I stopped going to conventions, because I feel like that's the main thing where you go fursuiting, and then everything else is like, you can go to like events and things like that. Some people wear fursuits to Pride, and yeah, I've briefly talked about this before, but I'm like, that is like in June. Sometimes people have Pride in July. Too hot. No way. Can't do it. So yeah. I'm like, yeah. I feel like everyone's seen the fursuit before. I could bring up the Tumblr pics again. That's where I could find them. I don't know where they were. I don't know what happened to the other ones. Wait, don't start autoplaying. Let's see. Fursuit. Hey, Bandito's back. You want to say hi?
Banditi!
Banditi. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just put it in there, so...
Alright, I'll put a timer. Oh dang, I forgot to say everyone says hi. They'll figure it out. Alright, I'm gonna put a timer. It might ring. So apologies if it's like obnoxious. I'll try to put it far away from the mic. Y'all are so cute. Bah. Thank you. This funny thing is, like, neither of us were furries, but Bandito at the beginning, close to the beginning of our relationship, was like, "You should draw me as a lion." I was like, "What? What is this furry shit? I'm not gonna do that." Guess what? I'm the one who's like in the furry fandom now. Following the thing of like I wouldn't call myself a total hater, but I was definitely not enthusiastic about furries back then. But following the thing that they say, furry haters and a big furries. Nah. Yep, the pipeline. Like, why? Furry anti. Okay, yeah. I feel like there's definitely different levels of furry antis. Ooh. If anybody has ever seen the wildness that can happen on YouTube moderation level. Oh boy. But yeah, no, I was definitely not like that. Right. This was another raffle winner. I remember being like, I'm so used to drawing furries with clothing, so first time drawing a furry without clothing. So I was pretty proud of the background. Every time you see an anti-furry, you set a mental timer until they turn into one. Yeah. Also depends, like with the exposure as well. Yeah, it works 90% of the time. Because the way I finally started getting into furry art was that an artist who drew a lot of human art that I really liked also drew a lot of furry art. And I was like, okay, I like your human art. Okay, I like your furry art. Alright, that's fine. I think I also just gravitate to furry art. Because, like, I feel like there's, like, the furry art TM style, you know? There's, like very, I don't know. Kind of Disney-inspired, I want to say. And I didn't really gel with that style. Not that I'm saying it's bad at all. It's just... It didn't appeal to me to draw anything like that. But then when I saw other styles, I was like, ooh, okay. I want to be able to draw like that. Or similarly. This is like probably the last painting thing I did in a while. Which is a commission. Just get spoon-fed furry art by your friend. Amazing. Also these streams, yeah. I am impressed how many folks who hang out on stream aren't actually furries. I find that very interesting. Because, like, I feel like if I wasn't a furry, I would probably not end up on furry streams, but, you know? Life finds a way. Yeah, this one was based on the commissioner's trip to Yosemite? Yellowstone. Maybe it was Yellowstone. Shoot. Both of them are Y's, so I always forget which one's which. But there's like apparently these famous falls. I've never been to either, but I was like, yeah, I'll draw this. I like to draw nature stuff. You want one, but you don't have a Sona? I mean... Insert how to make a persona video here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think the trickiest part is... I guess maybe choosing, maybe connecting to a persona, because as you saw, I kept changing my personas at the beginning, and I was like, I don't really connect to this one. Just over and over again, but finally settled on spicy. Thank you. Okay, I got like 30 seconds left on my tea. I think I'm just gonna de-steep it. Oh, it's very hot. Aww. Wish me luck. What he made as a raffle was very cool. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I wanted to try to make like a very sketchy style so I could try to do more than just like 2 raffle drawings in a single stream. I don't know if just like headshots maybe? No color? I don't know. I do like color though. It's tricky. Just gotta put some cold water in this tea, see if it works. Y'all have a favorite type of tea? There was no chamomile, so I guess we have chamomile, but it's like loose leaf. I don't know. I didn't want to bother Bandito with that. Alright. First sip of tea. Wow, amazing. A lot of trans people use a persona as an idealized self that they wouldn't ordinarily been able to enact. That's why the fuzzy are largely queer. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that was a vibe. Yeah, for me it was like, yeah, try to be like, do I want a true soda or do I want an idealized version? I feel like spicy leans more to a true soda. Like my hair doesn't look like this anymore, but it sometimes does. The glasses, the very round cheeks. I got cheeks, man. At your household, just get a gallon of Milos. Wait, what's Milos? Sweet tea. Lemon iced tea. I need to try more iced tea. I'm like a weirdo, and like for the majority, I don't like sugar unless it's a black tea. I think a lot of iced teas are black teas, right? I don't remember. Oh yeah, no, iced tea is way more of a southern thing. But there's some really good ones. I'm just like, I don't know, my brain doesn't think of making iced tea. Lemon iced tea? I don't think I've had a good lemon iced tea. I need to look for that. There's one that's like a blend of black tea and some orange. That one's pretty good. People always judge you for only drinking water. I mean, out of all the things to only drink, water is probably the best. It's kind of hard when I hear people be like, I only drink sugar drinks. I'm like, how do you live? That's a little scary. Do you always make your tea? Not buy a gallon jugs of tea? Yeah. Always steep it. Yeah, which makes it harder to like be like, I'm gonna make iced tea today, because you have to like that. Gotta have a plan. Kind of like making cold brew, you know? Like, you can't be like, instantly gonna make cold brew and it's gonna be ready in like 10 minutes. Simply get all your water from food. I guess that's one way to do it. Apparently, well, there's a lot of benefits that water has. But one that gets a lot of people is that you will look more youthful if you drink more water. if that is important to you. You drink both, you can drink a Coke. You need to balance it with 2 tall glasses of water. Oh, that's a good rule to have. Yeah. I'm like really bad at measuring my water. I'm just like, the water cup is always filled. Always keep the water nearby. Oh, grapes. Alright. Grapes are good. Same with tea, as long as you drink more water than tea. I guess it depends, like if it's not caffeinated, it shouldn't be a huge deal, right? Otherwise it's just like herb water. Or I guess, yeah, if it's not caffeinated or sugar. I'm a weirdo and I'm like, I cannot imagine having peppermint tea with sugar. Like, it is my go-to if I absolutely need honey, like my voice is dying, but I'm like, nope. I will have peppermint tea just as it is. Really good with chocolate cake. I will say that. Yeah, hot water flavored. Pretty much. Yeah. I don't know if it doesn't really have any nutrition, does it? Like, unlike juice. Like if you make juice, at least it retains some like nutrients from the fruit, right? I mean, obviously if it's like fresh squeeze, you know? But yeah, the water is number one. Pulp orange juice versus non-pulp? Yeah. The pulp. Okay, it's my persona again. Someone asked for like a giant poster of this. I guess they just like really vibe with this picture. It was very flattering. It was like the only time I made like a giant poster of any of my art. That was cool. Yeah, that happened at Anthrocon. Anthrocon was not very lucrative for me. So it was kind of a bummer because I had to travel all the way to the other side of the country, which was not cheap. But hey, I tried it and I was like, okay, it's not for me, I guess. So, hey, at least I tried. Goes hard, thanks. Definitely inspired by, like, you know, the old, I forget the name. Synthwave? Is that what it's called? Jeez, this was years ago. But yeah, no, I love the palm tree aesthetic with like neon colors. Vaporwave, yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this kind of, or just verb wave. Yeah. One of the main reasons why I really love the game, Hotline Miami, has a lot of vaporwave stuff. Good music. Much violence. The violence isn't a requirement for me. Oh, something about palm trees. Palm trees and sunsets? Aesthetic. The Hotline Miami feel. Yeah. Oh, and then now we jump to 2020? Furry wave style. Ooh. Yeah, it's like, I should do more of these now that I think about it. That's another note I need to put. Furry wave. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Way. But yeah, no. More vaporwave art. Just me note taking over here. Alright, I'm gonna take another sip of my. But yeah, this was made in 2020. A lot of free time. So I was like, I'm gonna get at least somewhat decent at line art. This was the first spicy illustration. The intention was actually not for spicy to have brown. I mean, they initially had brown fur. But then I like messed with the filters so much that they turned purple. So that's why I'm purple now. Also a good time to draw the Sona again. Yeah. What's the most recent one I've done of this character? Let me check. I did one on stream, but that was like ages ago. That might have been also YouTube only era. I don't think I drew them last year. Wow. Yeah, that might have been 2023. Legacy spicy. I kind of miss this hoodie that had the red full ties. But it had to go. Here it is, 2023. Wow, it's almost gonna be 2 years? Yeah, I didn't do my year math right. Because I went fursuiting at an anime convention, I was wearing overalls and this gray sweater. That's why I put them in it. Oh right, I was gonna show the fursuit one. This is like a really extreme close-up. Let me see. Ugh. Jump scare. I kind of miss this sweater. I still have it. It's just like I wore it so much that it's kind of like worn. Here's another one from the same. This Sona looks like a player 2 recolor in a fighting game of Spicy with the recolored overalls. Fair enough. Yeah, I was like, I thought giving Spicy the gray sweater might have been like too much gray going on color scheme wise. I wore it so much it's worn. Yeah. It's not as brightly pink anymore. I was kind of sad because this was made by an artist, so they're always gonna be like limited numbers on how much apparel they made. And I was like, ooh, I wonder if I can get another one. And I looked on their site and they just sold out. I was like, no, they're out of print forever. But yeah. Maybe I should just like Sugar Rock is kind of expensive. Anytime I have something that I'm like, ooh, I really like it, just buy like multiple versions, like a cartoon character. That's how they get you with the FOMO. Yeah. Although with small artists, it makes way more sense because it's just like, all right, I'm getting rid of these. Goodbye. I've definitely had to do that myself. Alrighty, righty. Where were we? Here? Legacy Spicy? Oh, this one. I really like this one. I don't know, there's something about like moody cafe vibes that I'm like, yes. I feel like my taste is kind of all over the place, so it's hard to focus sometimes. So I'm like, yes, bright neon colors. Do we still have the other one? Whoops. I didn't mean to press that button. Ah, dang it. I got rid of it. Well, anyway. Really like bright neon colors. But then I'm also like, ooh, rustic, cafe, cottagecore vibes. And they don't really like gel together. Like, it's hard to make like a combo of them. But yeah. Yeah. Love me a good coffee scene. Deer with no clothes. I thought about giving them clothes, and I was like, you know what? I like the color just being brown over here. Just, they're nude. Just wearing a scarf. I was actually pretty proud of this one. This was my first, not my first art fight, my second art fight. I like the finger guns. They had a possum shirt, so I had to include that. Cyberpunk, vaporwave, rustic, cottagecore, general punk, fall, winter. Right? It's a lot. Hey, scarf is clothes. That's true. That is true. Yeah. I'm like gonna copy these taglines, so I'm like, yes, this is who I am. Note to self. Oh, okay. It didn't copy properly, but whatever. I'll know what I'm talking about. I think I was like really into trying to do, I don't know if you'd call it, yes, I guess it's cell shading, but with gradients. I don't know, it's kind of cool, but I never went back to it. Yeah, this was another possum character for Art Fight. I think they had like a very like purple paint motif going on there, so try to include that. Alright, exit out a few of these. Oh, the one and only Protogen. Oh, right, this was when I was advertising on Reddit. Oh, those were the days. Yeah. No Protogen commissions. I mean, I don't really draw them, so I can understand why folks are like, whoa, it's spicy. The Protogen drawer. The Protogen artist. And Halo armor? Is that what that is? Oh, I had no idea. Someone mentioned with the green, they kind of look like Deku from My Hero, and I was like, I kind of see it, I'm not gonna lie. Proto art in my spicy stream? More likely than you think. The gauntlet looks Halo? Okay. Yeah, I just used the reference. I was like, I don't know what this is, but hey, it's cool. It's cool. I don't get a chance to draw armor a lot, specifically, sorry, I read the chat and I'm like, specifically. Halo 3 specifically? Okay, that's kind of cool. Wait, I want to look it up now. Sometimes I draw things and I have no idea what the references are. Halo 3 armor? Okay. I see it. Cool character. It played so many hundreds of hours in Halo 3. Nice. There was a version, I think it was like the Master Chief Collection, it went on sale, but I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna be able to play this yet, so maybe wait until it goes on sale next time. But it's on the wish list. Oh, this is another dragon, also from Reddit era. It's cool to draw another dragon. I mean, props on Reddit folk being like, I trust you. I've never seen you draw a dragon or a protogen, but hey, I'll commission you. I think my prices were also kind of low, so I guess that probably helps. Seeing a possum in full medieval plate armor would be awesome. Awesome possum. I should. I'll do another marker here. Armor. Halo's really fun to replay with friendos on stream. Oh, okay. On Steam. On Steam. Alright. Dang, so maybe I should get like a copy for Bandito. That'd be fun. I forget that it's like, because you can, it's both multiplayer and like solo? So like a story mode or something? I think this was my first and only Instagram commission. Instagram was really hard for me to actually make money. Yeah, only time I drew an otter. Haven't drawn an otter since, I think. I drew like a little otter face on the water tower, if anybody remembers that stream, but that was it. Right, I'm gonna drink some more tea. Was this otter not wearing pants? Maybe not. No pants, only sweater. It's a vibe though. You for real. Hey, you gotta make an otter Sona. That's what. Nah, you don't have to do anything. But having an otter in the crew would be pretty cool. Yeah. One of us. This was a gouache piece. Gouache is very hard for me to make neat, but I was pretty happy with how this turned out. This is a scan right here that it ended here, but I was like, I don't like that. Lutra is just otter in Latin? I did not know that. Hey. Yeah, there's a campaign for Halo 1 to 3 reach ODST in the collection. Oh, okay, so there's plenty. I don't think... Oh yeah, I drew this tiger later. This was an adopt. Same year? Yeah. I need to delete some of these. These drawings are starting to stack up. I remember someone asking if I could do gouache commissions. I'm like, no, that's too scary. It was way too much of a chance of messing up. But yeah, gouache is really much a trust the process thing. And sometimes the process doesn't turn out either. But yeah. I like the colors in this. Plant aesthetic. I can't. Oh. My nose is kind of clogged. There's just some words I can't say. Aesthetic. Aesthetic. Trust the process is fear. 100%. 100%. Yeah, so that's like, ooh, it's so much easier to do digital art, just boop boop boop. But yeah, traditional art is rewarding. Yeah, if I'm not super sick on Wednesday, no, I still need to finish Hypnospace Outlaw. Sorry, scratch that. If I'm doing better next Wednesday, we're doing a traditional art stream because it's been too long. I've been neglecting my tools, and we will experience fear together. Well, this was the same year? Different style, whoa. That's Bandito. And this was my Sona at the time. Right, I did have my Fox Sona. Okay, so I had my Fox Sona, but I was like, I don't think I want that to be my mascot. So, they're there. And yeah, Pumpkin Patch. I like the vibes. I think this was like maybe one of the first times I started doing more flat drawings, like not a lot of shading. And I kind of like it. I didn't really do it much afterwards though. But I'm trying to get back to it. Oh right, this was Barktober. Polkadope, an artist. Right, because there would be like Drawtober, Inktober. He made a Barktober thing, and I think, yeah, the prompt was pumpkin patch. I think I only did 2 drawings, maybe. So there was a graveyard. That's why I made this one, right. We have the cryptid back, the Jersey Devil. I definitely used Clip Studio 3D stuff for a reference, because yeah, it was like that perspective. I couldn't have been able to just do that off the top of my head. Good old night view. This character, I wanted a Lynx character, and I made them. And then I realized I never used them, so I actually put them up for sale, and somebody has them. Sometimes I think I see their profile pic pop up every once in a while. I'm like, hey, it's them. I remember Bandito saw this, and they're like, what are you gonna title it? Laughing at the Leaf? I'm like, dang it, totally hard just laughing at the leaf. Just having a good time. Just having a good time. Oh, this one's kind of painterly. This is my cat, Sona. I don't draw them that much. The eye's a little funky, but yeah, I like the painterly. They're very, winter vibes. I feel like Spicy is very autumn vibes. This one's very winter vibes. Vidal, my fox, is just like depression vibes. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh yeah, this Spicy. I had this for a badge for a while. People were very nice. They said they liked my badge. The bright pink. Which means you make a shark Sona with summer vibes. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I have the funky, spicy version of the shark. Maybe the pink one will be the summer vibes. My favorite seasons: fall, winter, and depression. Oh, too real, too real. I want to enjoy the season, but I also have depression. Yeah, I feel like I need to do more like beach scenes. They're actually quite fun. I just and like I like the tropical vibe. I don't know why my brain doesn't think of it a lot. Maybe because I don't live in a tropical area, so I'm like, all right, mountains, autumn. Yeah. Get your vitamin D, y'all. Ooh, real. Yeah, I was like wondering if I should increase my units. I have no idea what that's what the UI standard for. User interface? 1000 user interface? Alright, I think we're done with 2020 from whatever, how many years we went back. Wait, what year did I make this? It's the same. I was pretty freaking proud of this one too. You can kind of see the similar coloring styles. Yeah, I guess yeah, this is depression Sona. Yeah, I still really like how the colors turned out in this one. Can't go wrong with orange and blue. I think I've actually put a pause on using orange and blue a lot. I need to go back. Get back to it. Oh, I got this guy. This was a sticker for a bit. Cozy. Winter. I don't think I do a lot of winter pics now that I think about it. Maybe. I think as time has gone on, I've been doing a lot of seasonal art. So like I used to do autumn art no matter what time of the year, but now I'm like, all right, we do autumn art in the autumn. We do winter art in the winter, etc., etc. Which is fine. This is kind of like a pin-up-y pose. I haven't really done much pin-up work either. I was like, yeah, I'll try, and then I just didn't. Me, I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And that doesn't happen. Go back to whatever I was doing initially. else do we have? Some of these are out of order. Ah, this piece. Probably one of my best sellers, honestly. Oop, go back. Get rid of some of these. They're all stacking. Yeah. I'm pretty proud of this one. Although this was like specifically lockdown depression. Lockdown depression during winter. I don't know if that's how it reads. I don't know if some people have interpreted it as being a little bit more positive, because like I said, it's one of my best sellers. Or maybe people relate to it. I don't know. That's the funny thing about making art, is that people can have a very different interpretation. And that's not bad at all. It's just interesting. Well, that's kind of the cool thing. You consume art and you're like, all right, I'll add my own thing to it. Because yeah, that's how I feel about songs. I'm pretty sure I probably have a very different idea of how I interpret this versus the person who made it. Perhaps. But yeah, a part of me kind of wants us to make this like a giant poster. I don't know why. Same character. I might have done this one earlier. A lot of vibes. As usual. I don't know if deer's ears actually flop like this. This seems more like a goat thing, but I could be wrong. But it's cute. Do I still have space on the walls for posters? I could make space. Nah, not really. Not big ones. Deer fact. Ooh. Deer can survive in urban environments by adapting their behavior and diet to city conditions. Okay, yeah, so they're like raccoons, you know? And opossums. Urban deer often lose their fear of humans and may become problematic in some areas. Yeah. If you have a garden and it's overrun with deer, rest in peace your garden. You're gonna be fighting them all the time. You're just large raccoons. Weird dog. Weird dog. What is that snout? Sometimes people do draw them as dogs, like the bone structure, and I'm like, ooh, But yes. Like, luckily not large raccoons, because they don't eat your chickens. Raccoons will eat your chickens. Opossums will eat your chickens. Deer, luckily no. They're herbivores. Alright, drink some of that tea. What else? Ooh, we got another deer. We got 420 deer. I often wondered if some of the people who bought this print did realize that this was a 420 drawing. It was inspired by the cigarette vending machines in Japan, but I was like, what if we have joint vending machines? That would be cool. And then of course my love of neon colors. Sounds like something a chicken eating deer would say. Oh, true. I do have a deer character that actually has sharp teeth. I never actually drawn them with their teeth showing. They would eat chickens. But yeah, we got, I don't know, tiny pot leaf. We got deer. Oh right, because the brand Wild spelt with a Y instead of an I. They do like gummies and things like that. Weed gummies. We got the pot leaf. I haven't drawn this deer character. They're cool. I like them. I don't know why I don't draw them enough. They're too cool for me. Oh, I made deer hooves so chunky. I don't want to go back to that. I make them so small and dainty now. Chunky hooves. Oh, I showed this one the other day, right? Because it was a similar pose to the piece I was working on. More autumn. I remember Toy Girly said it tasted like apple cider, and I was like, yes. Now all I see is apple cider. It was such a good comparison? No, description? Yes, you were summoned. We got all the colors, all the flavors. know what prompted this drawing. We got the shark. Hey, wait, let me bring my own shark here. We got the shark. How old is- oh, I don't have a title on this one. And the metadata's all messed up. I'm guessing this was 2021. Yeah, the shark has been part of the branding for a while, hence the name. The name came first. No, actually it didn't. No, the shark plush came first, not the name. The blue eye. The pink eye. Yeah, how do you say pink in Swedish? I might use the sound thing. Let me see. Google Translate. Pink to Swedish. The heck is Swedish? There it is. Wait, Rosa? Really? Huh. Okay. I did not expect that. Same word as in Spanish. How does this person pronounce it? Robot voice. Warning.
Rosa.
Rosa? Rosa? Okay. Rosa? I'm pretty sure shark is just hi.
Hi.
Hi! Rosa, hi! Oh my god, I'm so bad at pronunciation. Yeah, it's Rosa. Just R, yeah, exactly spelled like that. Today we learned pink. Yeah, so if you say gray shark.
Gråhaj.
Gråhaj or gruhaj? Gråhaj.
Gråhaj.
Gråhaj. Blue shark.
Blåhaj.
Blue high. Blue high. There was the blaja. The blaja. 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 What is it?
Blåhaj.
Blue high. God, I hope there's no one Swedish here. They're gonna make fun of me. Rightfully so. Well, we learned Rosa. It's like I remembered that cake in Hungarian is torta. Let me check that real quick. It's the most important thing because I was in Budapest once upon a time and I was like, I hear you have to get the cake. So ah shit. There's already ads. Whoops. I have not been paying attention to my ad counter. Alright. Yeah, okay. I should take a break because I've just been yapping. Who be yapping? Okay, we are back. I'm gonna scooch over a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Right, yep. So this drawing, I don't know. Distressed Spicy, holding on to their comfort shark. We back! Those funny Pete's. But yeah. I think... Yeah, so was this just barely the third spicy drawing I did? Yeah. We have weed, another weed drawing. I thought this one was cozy vibes. You know, we got the rain, we got the glowy salt lamp, got the weed, we got some blanket. Oh, the fairy lights, moon. I thought this one was such a vibe, but it did not perform very well. But I still like it. We're all about vibes here. Oh, here's another one with chunky hooves. Look at those hooves. Big. I drew this character again earlier this year. They were less well rendered because I didn't use a reference. Pasta being made, even garlic bread. Ooh, very nice, very nice. I do think it's funny that bread is served with pasta. We got carb on carb, but why is it so good? Very good. Oh, this was is this my first year character here ever? Maybe. Possibly the only time I've drawn a kangaroo? I really like how it turned out. The character belonged to Jargi. I actually met them at, who was it? Further Confusion, the convention. But yeah, it was just a plant-related your character here. I don't really draw kangaroos. Fellow marsupial. Garlic is just holy. Truth. Truth. So good. What else do we have here? Cats again. Big poofy tail. Everyone thinks this character is a skunk. No, they just have a very poofy tail. Gotta get more Aussie commissioners. I mean, but do Aussie folk actually are like, yeah, I want a kangaroo. But yeah, I feel like I stream at such a weird time to get many Aussie viewers. I guess, weirdly enough, I think it's a better time for Aussies than it is for European folk, because it's like past midnight there, I think, right now. Any vampire bites you, immediately shrivel up. Real. Got that extra protection. Yeah, because, like, I think it's in, like, Filipino food, that, like, they're like, yeah, the recipe says this much garlic, but really, it's all vibes. You can just add as much garlic as your heart desires. 40 past midnight? Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Which, speaking of, I will be, starting to stream 1 hour earlier than I usually do, just to make it a little bit less awful for European folk. So yeah, so this time, today, I started stream half an hour early, but next stream will be a full hour early. And that's what I'll keep until, for some reason, I need to change my schedule again. If holy water kills vampires, does garlic... Good. And garlic does as well? Holy garlic. And bless the pickled garlic. Oh, that's way there you go. Yeah. I don't, I did put the announcement in Discord, but I don't at everyone, or at the, or like, I guess mention, the role. Because I'm like, I don't know. As someone who really dislikes, getting mentioned a lot, I'm like, nah, we'll keep the mentions on the down low. But yeah, we'll be completely changed next time, provided I don't get more sick. I hope. I really hope. This is a very chibi-esque drawing. I never really revisited the style, but I did something similar this year, just not in the chibi style. Look, where did that go? Make an optional. Yeah, no, I do have it. I do have it. It's Streamlabs, but even then, maybe I should. Maybe I should not overthink mentioning people. I was like if you want it, I guess you can remove it. Should be getting sleep. Got sound engineering tomorrow. Ooh, gotta be well rested. Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out, for all the support. Really appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Oh, I lost what day I was. Wrong year. Ah, it was this one. Kind of similar. Space vibe. I don't know why. Just floating in space. It's what my brain does. Got the space. What a jump. Fascinating. I purposely wanted to make like the background look like little, I don't know, chalk drawings or crayon. We're all space dust. True. It sounds so romantic that way. We're just space dust. Where did we go here? Oh, this piece. I really like this piece. Little vivarium. Obviously don't put your little sharks in there, but it's just a vibe, just an aesthetic, just a drawing. This exists as a sticker and a little mini print as well. I might still have big prints of this. Yeah, just seeing like the little terrariums definitely inspired this. No clue what this plant is that's hanging out in here, but that'll look cute. I think I had a plant that looked like that in a water glass. It's just one of those randos. Sometimes you just like acquire rando plants from people. And you're like, I don't know what this is, but it looks cute. Rushes to get the shark out of the light bulb. Make it squeeze through that tiny opening. I think it's outgrown. It's stuck there forever. Cause yeah, there actually are light bulb terrariums, and I think those are pretty cool. I don't have one. I have one of the ones that are like kind of more like a teardrop shape. Oh, you've been watching a lot of terrarium vids? Do tell. I like at one point my TikTok started showing me a lot of fish tank videos, and I'm like, ooh, that looks really pretty. Like there's some really nice looking fish tanks. But I'm like, no, I couldn't. It's so much work to actually take care of fish. Just easy content to vibe out to. Yeah, but like any cool thing you learned? I want a jar of dirt and moss. Oh, that reminds me of the terrariums that you kind of have like their own moisture just like circling through it, like they're completely sealed and you don't have to water them because they have like mini weather going on in there. A mossarium. Perhaps, yeah. Wait, is that actually called a mossarium? That'd be funny. Yeah, I thought those looked really cool. I just never got, like, the gumption to actually go and figure out how to do that. That'd be really cool. First, acquire a big container. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, maybe it's one of those things that I'm like, if I run out of hobbies, get into the mossarium hobby. That seems way less intense than like taking care of like fish in a fish tank or like reptiles in a terrarium. I can't keep fish, no space, and the smell is too strong for the small house. Yeah, because cleaning them also just seems like such a chore because you have to make sure their water is like the right pH level and everything, and you want to get a tank big enough for them. So yeah, it is a lot of like devotion. A lot of people are like, fish are so easy to take care of. I'm like, no, they really aren't. But a jar of moss and bugs sound easier. Yeah, little bugs. Don't let the bugs escape. Take over. Their bug revolution. Ah, this one. Whoa, yeah, one of my friends won one of the raffles. It was kind of like, we have a friend wins the raffle. I'm like, ooh. This is like, oh, thank you for the follow. I'm always like, I don't want to seem like I'm just picking my friends, but yeah, no. I'm pretty proud of how this turned out. Howdy, howdy, welcome. But yeah, dear Sona. So easy to take care of a pet rock. True, true. You can put a pet rock anywhere. Like, yeah, you can put a pet rock in the terrarium. Don't have to feed it though. And kind of similar to this was this. I got an axolotl pet portrait commissions. I usually don't do pet portraits, but this was a pal, so I was like, yeah, I'll draw your axolotl. How are y'all doing today? Doing well. I'm still a little sick, so other than that, doing great. I don't think I've drawn an axolotl since. Oh wait, no, I did for the Posca, whatever you say it, marker stream. Yeah, because it was like a big old page of pink. Have the pasta. Nice. Also does sound good. Maybe later this week I will I will acquire some fettuccine with chicken. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I really like the blue and green color scheme, like especially like in clear water. And like also now that I think about it, I don't really do any underwater scenes. Cause like there's not much of a prompt. Like, why would I put my possum underwater? I mean, it'd be trippy. Ate fish today, ironic. I mean, fish is great. Get that. What is it? Fish oil. Where should I put my page? Ah, here it is. Yeah. This was this year. This was like in February, right? Because I wanted to draw everything pink. There's the axolotl. Looks kind of like a funny guy. Got the snake. I like how the snake turned out. The burb. Oh, I forgot about the burb. I think I'm slightly better at drawing birds now. Is that a blue high? Wait, what did we establish that gray was? I think it's the grahai, the gray shark. Axolotl busting it down. Right, people kept saying it looked like the Germa something pose. I don't know if there's anybody from that stream that was there, but yeah. But yes, it is a shark. I weirdly enough do not actually own an IKEA shark. This guy got them off of Amazon ages ago. One day I will acquire the mythical IKEA shark. I feel like they changed the material for the shark. I think they made it like with like longer hair, if that makes sense, longer fur. Because I feel like my memory was that the original IKEA shark was just a lot more smooth. Catfishing. Hey, I never put no blue high in my tags anywhere. I can't remember if it's supposed to be a mako shark or a great white. They also sell blue high frame posters. That's so funny. I want to look this up now. Okay. Poster. Wait, is it like the Jaws? No, this is Redbubble. What the heck? Yeah. Which one's the legit one? I vaguely remember hearing this. But where would it? Let me see if IKEA. Is it the one that's like... No, that's not it. Huh. It's elusive. I think you should get it. It seems to be like really limited edition. Let's see. Imager? You gonna show me? Oh, okay, it was like the Jaws. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, this is a huge image. I saw this one on Reddit. It's like a weird angle. Was it like this? We contacted IKEA and said they were never available for sale. What? Also, it's just part of it. Propaganda poster. Oh. Let me check on it. Okay, that was a different image, but it's still funny. This one of like a bunch of people with their sharks. Being my friends. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, there's this one, but yeah, it wasn't for sale. Yeah, like I said, you should probably get it because apparently it's very rare. What is this? What is their fruit basket? The boys out on an important mission. Exactly. I love the IKEA shark, like, popularity, the memes and everything. So good. Alright. Good old blue shark. I'm like, what time is it? Alright, still got like half an hour left. Oh my god. Probably like the few, the couple art, the elusive couple art that I make. Curious what species am I? An opossum. Yeah. I love that it was set up like a shrine. Wait, was it? Hold up. Oh, I lost it. It's gone forever. I'll be back. I'll check it later. Yep, we got the opossum. The opossums and the sharks. Yeah, I know my name is like confusing. I do have a shark tail. Wait a second, I was like, I might skate around a bit, but I was like, I never show off the full body, but yeah. That's the old shark tails there. I swear. Spin. Too bad I can't spin. See, maybe also I was like, maybe getting the 3D model would be cool. I don't know if I can attach I don't know if I can model a shark tail to like one of the possums. But that would be a little bit beyond my capabilities. But yeah. Alright, going back to the old scooching over. Could do a cartwheel. Oh, yeah, that's right. They do like the cartwheels or the backflips. Sick hybrid. Thank you. I have no idea when I made this one. I think there are tricks to getting it to work. Do tell. Yeah, ever since I saw that Meowstatio that you recolored and remodeled your 3D model, I was like, I do have my eye on a possum-based model. Like your cattail on the model, it's just a Warudo asset. Oh, okay. I did not know that. So you like swapped out the skunk tail for it to be a cat tail. For this piece, I think this was... Oh, this was an art fight. This is probably one of my favorite art fights. Because I really like the misty vibes in it. I need to do more misty art. another note I need to make for myself. Misty art. Your soda would probably be a nightmare to port into model VR. Do tell. What is your soda species soda? I mean, you could just pin a shark to the backside. Also, in Warudo, recolor it to pink. Wait, so you can recolor things in Warudo? Horrified, this year was so fun. Can't wait for next year. Yeah, I think my team lost. I think I was I Team Crystal? I think I was. Yeah, I was curious because like a lot of 3D artists use a different program. It's like a paid program to recolor things, and I was like, oh, I don't know, it's kind of expensive for like me wanting to use it once. Like, obviously, if I was actually a 3D artist, I would be like, okay, this is worth it. I forget what it's called. Is it ZBrush? I think it's ZBrush. Maybe. Oh, Crystal one? I remember it took like a while to find the results. Like the tail, you recolored it to gray, and glasses used recolored to gold. Oh, did it already come with glasses? You didn't add those in? Persona's a sparkle cat named Arco with a sentient sparkle eastern dragon tail. Oh, I see. Yeah, that would be tricky. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I feel like, unfortunately, if your species is more basic, you will find way more assets for it. Warudo has like a workshop filled with free assets. Nice. Be really easily resized and recolored. Okay, that's really cool. Good to know. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Maybe it'll be my last investment of the year. It's like 40 bucks, which I'm like, ooh, but at the same time, I'm like, I mean, that's actually a pretty good price in comparison to like commissioning something. Blue dog personas are winning. 100%. Yeah, same thing with like, if you want to do like fursuit stuff, like there's so many bases that are like, this is a dog. And they're like, okay, cool. My first one was a dog. There we go. Not really any possum bases. I was thinking of making like, maybe getting a kimono, like, cat fur base. Because like, I don't really have a snout. Like, look at that. Yeah. I'm kind of making it like that. Can't even use any Moss style tail add-ons because Iris has a full Durg face and that's pretty unique. Yeah, the more unique, like, it's cool because then you're like, you know, my persona is unique, but then yeah, the assets, oh, so hard to find. Oh, this piece. I really like the ink. I was really proud of this piece. The colors, we're back to blue and pink. A favorite. And then this was the first time I started using the watercolor brush. I use it in a slightly different way than I did in this one now, but I don't know. Maybe I should go back to it. Birds are also uncommon. Oh yeah, not reptiles because one of those mask people use them as bases. Yeah. A few possum bases floating around. There's where there's not, you can take rat, mouse, sonas and recolor them. Yeah, there's this one possum one that I really had my eye on. Actually, I'll share it. Let me see. I was able to get a suit maker to turn them into a partial. Oh, nice. Let me bookmarked it. I have so many bookmarks. There's so much teeth. I don't know if I can handle all the teeth, but just remove teeth. Just the little front ones. Copy image works. I like the clothing. That's why I was like, yo. The clothing's pretty cute. Yeah, you get a vest. I don't really wear vests, but I like the emo kind of clothing. But yeah. Awesome. One day. One day. I don't know, maybe that'll be a New Year thing, possibly, because I'm like, you're trying to get it done before like the Christmas wildness, maybe not. Yep, there they are. There's a creator's name. Yeah, $40. But you know, a business expense. When in doubt, a business expense. Someone identified emo. Yep. I thought about getting, making my clothing a little bit more emo. I don't know, we'll see. I'm like really glitchy because I keep looking to the left. I need to change my my screen a little bit. My mic is blocking it. Nah, can't see it. Okay, whatever. Oh, this is actually a remake, a little bit. In the woods. This is very different than what I usually do. No lines. I think I mostly did this with a lasso tool. Stretch. Good reminder. Thank you. Today I got another comment of being like, your art looks like Night in the Woods. I feel like that's the most common thing I get compared to. It was the most recent autumn drawing I did with my fox persona. Right, arms have been stretched. Oh, we got the pumpkin possum. This was a sticker and a little mini print as well. I drew it like a year before this, and I didn't like it, and I'm glad I waited and redrew it then. It looks a lot cuter. I feel like I was just like a lot better at figuring it out. This was like with a marker pencil. Kind of see the little texture. Mushrooms. I think I forgot to retweet it. Not retweet it. I don't have Twitter anymore. Reblog, reshare. Your heart looks like spicy sharks. Wild. Oh, this is another your character here. I had a lot of fun with this one. I don't really draw haunted houses. I really like the colors. Blue, purple, yellow, reddish. It was fun. Dang, I should do more haunted houses, but it's not the season anymore. Watch me be in my haunted house era at like February. Like what is time even? I really like this piece. This is a goat. But I think I spent way too much time on it. I think I over rendered it to the point that I was like, I don't even know what's going on here anymore. But yeah, I think it was 100% done in Procreate. Wait, no, the moss. That was in Clip Studio. But yeah, I don't know, it was inspired by my love of waterfall hikes. Good stuff. Oh, I really like this one. I don't know why. Just like, I like the flats. And just the autumn vibes, as usual. Oh, this is another your character here that I really liked. Whoops, opened it on the wrong thing. I thought it was so funny because they're like, I want this outfit to be like Jesse Pinkman. I'm like, okay. I mean, Jesse Pinkman has some drip. It worked really well with the yellow flowers. Calico cats are really fun to draw. So, really enjoyed that one. This one was pretty simple, but I really like it. More vibes, like just hanging out with a pal, looking at the moon and the stars. Yeah. The vibes. I think it's kind of similar to the other one. Dang, I think I lost it. Too many drawings of that one, that one, not that one. Oh, I forgot about this. not that one. This one. Yeah, I think I used the same type of pen to outline it. I kind of miss this one because it's in Procreate. I don't really use Procreate anymore. I tried to find one similar to it on Clip Studio, but it's not as good. But it's satisfactory. Let me see. It was this year. And it was this piece, because I was trying to do something similar to it. It's a little bit more gritty, if that makes any sense. But it works. Good old gummy shark x Swedish fish. A little reference to a stream. We got the otter, snake, Greg Rules, a classic. I was wondering how many people would have noticed that. So far, only one person pointed it out. Greg always rules. Oh, this piece. Another one from this character. I like the colors. Very, like, cotton candy. Oh, this one. I wasn't feeling too good. Oh, this is the shark squishamallow that I have. Oh, they make it. I do have my shark squishamallow in my just chatting background. Let me see. Oh, I'm blocking them. Ugh. I'll scooch over. There they are. But let me scooch back. But yeah. I don't know, sometimes just draw things when you're sad. Oh, another pumpkin patch. This one wasn't a commission. This one was a commission. Dang. I like the texture of those clouds. I think that was a Procreate brush that helped. Yeah, I like ran a discount because I was like, if anybody has autumn themed commissions, you'll get X% off. I thought about doing that this year, but didn't have enough time. Next time though. Oh, I also I feel like I draw spicy a lot, but then I'm like, I don't know, maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe I should make a poll. Want to see spicy art, or should I do other characters? But I don't know. I like the weird, like, I don't know what you call this. House vibe? Outside the house vibe. I'm trying to think of another. Oh, yeah. This, not that one. This one. Oh, something about wires. It's a vibe. Alright, how are we on time? 2:44? I might cut it early. My voice is kind of dying. Let's see. Like, debating. Yeah, I don't want to make myself worse. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. It's 50-50 on whether I will stream on Wednesday. Hoping I'll feel a little bit better by then. But let's go raid a new person. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day, and hopefully maybe see y'all on Wednesday. not next week, hopefully. And then, yeah, it was great. And thank you so much for, gosh, 1 whole year. Yeah. Bye, Sari. Disconnect the computer after the stream to move. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, good luck. Goodbye. Bye, goodbye.